Welcome and hello. This is the Owatonna Today Show. I am Betty Johnson, your host for today. It's a Monday once again. They come around so fast, but it's a pretty nice Monday, even though it's a little chilly. It is October 7th, and we're heading into fall. Lots of things we're going to be bringing you this month and keeping you updated with everything going on around Owatonna. We're glad to have you along on this chilly Monday. We know a lot of you are catching us out there on Charter Channel 8, where we can be seen throughout the day, 6 days a week. And don't forget, if you can't catch us on Charter Channel 8, we are out there on the internet. We're at blip.tv as well as YouTube. Be sure to enter the particular date of the program you want to view, and also on Facebook. And if you like us on Facebook, then you'll receive notification from Leanne as to when each program has been uploaded. And as always, if you have any ideas for a guest or a topic you'd like to see, please feel free to email us at owatonnatoday@charter.net, or you can contact our producer, Leanne Alt, at 390-5751. Another great show in store for you today. We're going to be checking in with the United Way. They're in full swing with their campaign. We're going to have members from Jostens, who is their corporate sponsor, and Evelina will be along to tell us about how they are doing. And in our second segment, it is the 25th anniversary of the Owatonna Incubator. So we're going to be finding out all about what's been going on there for the last 25 years and what's to come, and that's in our second segment. And right on the other side of the break, we're going to start talking with United Way, so please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Dr. Beth Giltfett of Horizon Eye Care Professionals, eye care you can trust. We're proud supporters of Owatonna Today.
I needed more than just another dead-end job. I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
With the kids off to college, I decided it was time for me to go back to work and express myself.
Express got me in touch with some really great companies. Now I'm on my way to a great career.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Did you know that it is illegal in the city of Owatonna to host or allow a gathering where minors will be consuming alcoholic beverages on your property or in your residence? Did you know that it is illegal to provide minors with alcohol unless they are your own kids in your own home? Underage drinking leads to increased risk of future chemical dependency, engaging in more serious criminal activity, and becoming a victim of a crime. Please help keep our kids and our community safe by not encouraging, hosting, or allowing underage drinking. This is a message from the Owatonna Police Department and the Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County.
Our first guests today are with the United Way. Corporate sponsors, Jostens. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. Now, we have Deb with us and Kelly. And first of all, you were saying, Deb, that there is a project that is getting underway now that you wanted to discuss with the United Way, and tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. Well, we've been out in the community for a lot of events. The big event that we're working on right now that we're really excited about is next Tuesday evening. We're going to have the leader event at the Gainey Center. We have a wonderful event planned for the people that will be coming. We also have Charlie Herman, who is a past Jostens executive.
Great speaker.
And a very strong supporter of United Way, and everybody loves Charlie. And he is going to be our speaker and our guest that night. And we'll also have an opportunity to not only celebrate and promote United Way, but we are also going to have a lot of things that Jostens does, because we sell more than just products, so that people in our community know, what we do and the value-added things we provide into the schoolhouses.
For people who might not be familiar, you said the leadership. What is that involved? You're getting awards, or what is it that you, or recognition? What is it that is?
Yes, there will be 2 awards given that night. We've already given a Live United Award at Blooming Prairie, Kay Zelmer, and we gave one in Medford for Lois Nelson, and we'll also be honoring 2 more people for Live United Awards next Tuesday evening.
And what's the criteria to earn those awards?
Live United Awards are given to community members who exemplify the Live United philosophy by giving, advocating, and volunteering in our community. And so they're exemplary community members who give freely of their gifts, who volunteer, who really advocate. For example, Kay advocates for children and children's health, and it goes beyond her job. Everybody knows Nurse Kay. Everybody knows the good work that Lois Nelson does.
That doesn't surprise me. That
not a bit, not a bit. And so, you know, our United Way is more than just raising funds during campaign. The funds are a means to an end. But throughout the year, it's not just grantees that do the good work in our community, but it's all of our friends and neighbors who give of themselves, and we think it's important to honor
Well,
them.
they're good examples, and, you know, it's nice that so the public can see you have shining examples of what, you know, volunteerism and other things can do, besides just giving money. And
Right.
we need more than that.
Right.
Yes. And now, Kelly, at Jostens, every company we had learned before, a lot of companies have fundraisers within the company. They do different things. What's happening at Jostens?
Here on the 21st of October, we're going to start our internal kickoff. So each day of the week, we are going to be doing fun events, a couple of things, including a bake sale. The employees love donating their baked goods for that, and they buy them, and everything goes to the United Way. Another thing are gift baskets. So we have people that put together wonderful, elaborate gift baskets, and then people donate money, and all that money goes
Bid
to
on the baskets. Now, is this something you've done for the first time, or is this kind of the
We've
event
done
that
this
you've
for
been doing?
many years, yeah.
So people
Honestly,
look
I've been
forward
with Jostens for almost 13 years, and we've done it every year.
Silent auctions?
Yes.
Well, there's such a good variety in silent auction. You can get, you know, a lot of things in them, and you can split up what's in them for gifts for with Christmas coming, and that's, I think, what's such a good idea with that. Now, is there any other kind of fundraisers? Do you also ask for people like donations from, like, they have their paycheck, or is it this the only fundraiser they get, or where are all the funds coming from at Jostens?
So we do also ask for gifts, donations from, they can make a one-time donation, a biweekly donation out of their paycheck, however they would like to do that, but we do that as well.
Now, is this your first year helping out with this, or have you been a part of it every year?
This is my first year, yes.
Are you going to help out next year?
Absolutely. I've had a great time with it.
Now, there's different locations for Jostens. Where is it taking place? At both locations, or just the downtown, or just out at?
We're out of the downtown
Southtown?
office, but
Okay.
yes, we do a lot of it there, but our Southtown and Oakdale facilities also do
Oh, that's right, I
fundraising
forgot
there.
about Oakdale, too. Just spread
You
it
know,
around.
I've had the opportunity to visit with Jostens employees over the year during campaign. They are an enthusiastic bunch, and we're really excited about having the opportunity to go there, not just for fun events, which is great because that brings people together, but also to share the work of the United Way funded programs. And you'd be surprised, you know, I've spoken at many, many workplace campaigns, and how often afterwards somebody will come over and say, oh, you know, my mother got services from Healthy Seniors, or, you know, my cousin's family got parent mentoring from Exchange Club, or, you know, my sister-in-law, when her husband lost his job, they were able to get some help from the food shelf. And so you really start to understand on a person-to-person level how much the United Way has helped people in our community. So we want to make sure to educate people in the workplace that these programs are there for them as well. There are kids who need a big brother. There are other kids that can go to after-school programming at the Boys and Girls Club. I mean, United Way is such a community-centered institution, and community members do it all. I mean, our partners in the business community, like Jostens, who help us get the word out and sponsor our events. The community members that volunteer to be a big brother or a big sister, or to stock the shelves at the food shelf. The other community members who actually donate food. And so there is so much that we all do together. And the campaign is sort of like this pivotal piece where we come together as a community and say, how much money do we need to keep all of this going? And what part can we each play in it? So maybe you're an elderly retiree, and you send $20, and that's wonderful. Maybe you're an executive, and you make a gift of $5,000. Maybe you're a working person like I am. You do payroll deduction, $15, $20 every paycheck. I mean, you don't miss it at all. That's not even pizza and a Coke.
Plus, don't you think that people, if they aren't involved, if they're busy and they aren't involved, they want to know that their money, where it's going to, and if it's truly being used, if they aren't paying attention, or like any kind of donation, is it going to be here in the county? Is it going to do this? Where's it going to go?
Right, and every penny that comes to United Way stays right here in Steele County, supporting programs that community members decided that they wanted to support. Our entire grant-making process is driven by volunteers. Volunteers, we train them how to review the grants, and they make the decisions. So it's like from the beginning to the end, the community identifies what's needed through our strategic planning. The community reviews the grants and decides which agencies are strong enough for funding. And then the community comes together and raises the money to support these programs, keeping our entire community strong and healthy. And that's the beauty of United Way.
Now, the campaign ends in December.
Yeah.
So are you just kind of getting going and the funds just coming in, or are you about halfway there, or how are you?
Yes, we're halfway there, from your mouth to God's ears. It's almost over. The donations are coming in steadily as expected. We sent our report cards, which are our annual reports, to Owatonna, Blooming Prairie, Medford, Allendale, so people could see what we did with their dollars, and also send a pledge in. So we're very pleased with the pace of our campaign. Workplace campaigns are happening in lots of companies. I'll be visiting all over town.
Keep busy,
which means I get great snacks. So it's an exciting time. We're right in the thick of it. Community members are coming through, sending in their donations. We're really grateful for the support we get every year. And how could I not say so grateful to Jostens? They are
always
tremendous.
Yes. And if you would like to make a donation, all you need to do, I'm sure there's going to be information at the bottom of the screen. You can contact United Way and contribute what you'd like. Thank you, ladies, for being with us here today.
Thank you.
And when we come back, we're going to be checking in with members from the Owatonna Incubator, so don't go away.
Hello, I'm Sean McNulty. And I'm Deb Gillard with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House, and Clarebridge of Owatonna. And we are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Rick Smith, Golf Course Superintendent of the Brooktree Golf Course. Brooktree is an 18-hole championship golf course featuring well-manicured greens, tees, and fairways. We are open to the public. I challenge you to find a better maintained golf course for the money we charge here at Brooktree. Come on out and play Brooktree, a great golf course.
Everyone deserves opportunities to have a good life, a quality education that leads to a stable job, enough income to support a family through retirement, and good health. But the reality is, many children fall behind, many families are struggling, and many others are in poor health. United Way's goal is to find long-term solutions. Thanks to a grant from the Otto Bremer Foundation, we're hosting community conversations this year to address these issues. If you'd like to join us, please call our office.
Hi, I'm Dr. Amy Swain from Amy Swain Hearing Centers, and you are invited to my hearing aid open house. For 1 week only, get special pricing on the latest Siemens Micon hearing instruments. This latest technology can provide up to 48 channels of frequency resolution, which makes this hearing aid provide a very natural and clear sound quality. This special event is only at Amy Swain Hearing Centers of Owatonna, Austin, and Waseca. Call 1-800-804-3361 for an appointment and get special pricing 1 week only. 1-800-804-3361, where Dr. Amy Swain wants everyone to hear better.
Hi, I'm Brenda with the Mortgage Office of Brenda Bednar. aligned with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, where closings feel right from the beginning. I'm a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
It's Leanne on the go with the Owatonna Today Show, and I have the privilege today to be out here at the Owatonna Business Incubator with three distinguished gentlemen. We have Tom Peterson. Hello, Tom. Doug Johnson and Steve Kath. Thank you for consenting to be on the show today. And Doug, tell us why we're here.
Well, today we're celebrating the 25-year anniversary of the Owatonna Incubator.
Okay.
It originally started in 1988 with a group of 7 board members who had the vision and decided that Owatonna needed an incubator. It started with some work out in Oakdale Mall. The first major home was in Merrill Hall out on West Hills, of which both Tom and Steve were residents for a period of time. And then about 10 years later, in 1998, they completed the facility that we're in today. So that's part of the quick 25-year history, and I've had the pleasure of being the executive director for almost 3 years.
Okay, terrific. Tell us, in the course of the 25-year history of the Owatonna Business Incubator, approximately how many tenants have you had, or how many entrepreneurs have you helped as they've started and grown their own businesses?
Well, as far as businesses that have been involved with the incubator, the number I've got is right around 40.
Okay.
But in looking back at Ken Henriksen was the previous executive director. We're also a satellite office for the Small Business Development Center. And in looking at that, between Ken and I, since we've been a satellite office for them, we figure we've probably worked with 1,500 clients.
Okay.
All variety of businesses.
All variety, because people with questions can come in, business questions can come in and actually get your advice. They don't necessarily have to become a tenant here at the incubator building.
That's exactly correct. Through the Small Business Development Center, we can provide consulting free of charge, whether they're a startup business, an existing business looking to improve or grow, or even a nonprofit organization.
Oh, okay. All right. Great. Well, thank you for the brief overview of the Owatonna Business Incubator and just real briefly what they've done for the past 25 years. Well, we have two gentlemen here with us, Tom Peterson and Steve Kath, and you two gentlemen actually started your own businesses right here basically at the incubator. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so Tom, we will start with you since you have the microphone. And tell us what led you to become a part of the Owatonna Business Incubator.
My wife and I started our business actually in our home in the basement, and we were expecting our 4th child, therefore needed that bedroom.
Amazing.
And needed to move out, needed to find a place for the business. We had begun hiring. We had 1 employee at the time, so it wasn't appropriate anymore to be in our home.
Mm-hmm.
And so we needed a place, and at the time the Owatonna Incubator was really just starting. The nice facility that we have here today with many offices and a nice large manufacturing area did not have at that time. It was in the 2nd story of the Merrill building in the West Hills, basically a classroom.
Mm-hmm.
And so being one of the first tenants, they hadn't even gotten to painting yet, and so we moved into what was a unfinished classroom, if you will, and started at that time. Now, we're a manufacturing company, and the ability to manufacture in a 2nd-story building is very limited, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had out in the parking lot a truck, and we had all of our equipment that we were going to assemble delivered to that truck. We drove that truck 45 miles away over to Mankato, Minnesota, where we hired another company to do the actual assembly for us. And that's how we got started being a manufacturer, being in a kind of an office environment. Okay. So I can see today, with the facilities that are here today, it's much more conducive for a manufacturing startup.
Right.
Now, having said that, there's plenty of office space for just small rooms for a one-person business or whatever it might be. So very encouraged by what is here and available. I'd also like to say that it wasn't just the space. It was the people. It was the people on the board of directors that would review the business plan and challenge some of the ideas. It was the connections that they had to the legal community, the financing community. And so there was just a lot of community connections that as an entrepreneur working in your basement just didn't have. And so a lot of introductions and connections that are so very valuable when you're trying to start something.
Okay, great.
So we really appreciate that.
Well, wonderful. Just one last quick question for you before we go on to Steve. Where do you think your business would be today if you hadn't gotten involved with the Owatonna Business Incubator?
Well, that's kind of a what-if question. I would suggest that it would have been just much more difficult to get started. Those startup years would have taken longer. And it's theoretically possible we wouldn't have even started because of the additional push or mental health. I'm searching for the word right now, but that faith that people had in us to encourage us and so on.
The encouragement, the support, the...
Exactly.
So you
without that, would we have started at all? I don't know. But I know it would have, without the incubator, without the people on the board and in this community, would have been much more difficult if we would have started it.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for briefly sharing your story with us about how you started Concepts and Design. And Steve, you are up next, and tell us how you got started with the Owatonna Business Incubator.
My former partner and I, Mike Noble and myself, we had both been working for another lighting company that was in town here. And quite honestly, we both said, we were looking to try to start our own business. We weren't sure exactly how we would go about that, but found out about the business incubator, submitted them a business plan. They accepted it, and we actually rented, similar to Tom, we went into the Merrill building up on the second floor.
Okay.
And do an old, at the time, ours was actually painted, I believe, at the time. So it was probably a year or so after Tom had gotten there. So we went into that building and just a 10 by 12 office at the time. And that sufficed for us for a while. We were in there for probably a few months. Our business started to grow. We moved to another space that was a little larger, but stayed there for a year and 3 months before we actually moved to our location out on Highway 14.
Okay, and of course you're with the Retrofit Companies.
Yes.
Yes.
Retrofit Companies now.
And so, what do you think the incubator did for you and your business partner at the time to kind of get you started? You had a general idea, but did you exactly know where to go with the idea?
Well, yeah, we kind of had figured out a bit, Leanne, just simply because I had been in the business for 6 years and Mike for 4.
Oh, okay.
So we had a good handle on the business, if you would. What it allowed us to do, though, was with a reasonably low cost, was to find a space, and also similar to Tom, get some help and direction from the board of directors. Also, at a very economical space, and then also get some advice from them. We had some of the board members at the time took a very personal interest in our business and gave us some great help and assistance in a number of different areas. So it was very beneficial for us. And I guess going forward, we would really encourage anybody looking for a space to look at the incubator as an opportunity to start a business.
Okay, great. Well, 2 wonderful success stories of former tenants of the Owatonna Business Incubator. And Doug, if you just want to wrap up, and if someone is interested in the incubator, if they have an idea for a business or whatever, what should their first step be?
The first step would be to contact me here at the incubator. It's 451-0517, or stop out and see me. We'd be more than happy. Again, one of the things we're trying to build is that ecosystem for entrepreneurs in this community. We've had a lot of success. We've got a great heritage of entrepreneurs. We want to keep it going and helping them grow. So again, 451-0517, give me a call. We'll set up a time and help talk you through the entrepreneur process, the business startup. I look at myself as kind of a general practitioner. I don't know all the answers, but I can help do a quick diagnosis and put you in contact with somebody who's maybe a little more of a specialist.
Okay, all right, great. So, and it doesn't matter at what point you're at, could be a germ of an idea. Just come on in and you're really here to be used as a sounding board kind of thing and kind of the navigator to kind of help people figure out how they should set forth on that entrepreneurship path.
I would agree. I find most of the people already have a pretty good idea what the right answer is. They just need to talk through and feel comfortable and confident in the direction to go.
Okay, well, gentlemen, thank you so much for being guests on the Owatonna Today Show, and we'll talk with you again soon.
Thank you, Leanne.
And I'm Jake with Napa Auto Parts.
Napa has the know-how for all your automotive needs.
Napa is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
We are back. Thank you for staying with us. We do have some announcements we want to pass along and some reminders. This week is Fire Prevention Week, and the Owatonna Fire Department is joining forces with the nonprofit National Fire Protection Association to remind local residents to prevent kitchen fires. 2 out of every 5 home fires start in the kitchen more than any other place, so you need to be very careful when you're cooking in the kitchen. That's this week, the 6th through the 12th. Also this week is Owatonna Foundation Week, the 7th through the 13th, and if you like to eat out, as I know I would like to every night, you can enjoy a great meal and you can help contribute funds to the Owatonna Foundation. Starting tomorrow on Tuesday, you can dine at the Plaza Marina, and a certain percentage of your food sales will be donated to the Owatonna Foundation. And on Wednesday, October 9th, there's a legacy luncheon at the History Center with a speaker. 455-2995 is the number to call for reservations. And if you like wine, you can go out to the Holiday Inn for a wine tasting event that will support the foundation from 6:30 until 9, and there'll be hors d'oeuvres as well, and the cost is $20 per person. And the public is invited to attend a presentation on Thursday the 10th at the Steele County History Center. The presentation is called Uncle Sam's New Deal and will correlate with the History Center's newest exhibit about the Great Depression and the New Deal legislation that originated during that period. The presentation will be held at 7 p.m. in the Wenger Room. And also on Thursday, World Sight Day, 1 day only. You can get 40% off frames and fashion frames. And this is the frame showcase will be from 1 till 6 at Horizon Eye Care Center. And the Owatonna Arts Center is having music of horror and disguise, and just in time for Halloween. The pianist is Paul Kavakovic, and he'll perform Chopin's Funeral March and Schumann's Carnival, along with Ravel's trilogy of haunting scenes. And that is coming up the 12th at 2 p.m. And that is the announcements we have for today. We thank you for joining us. Please come back on Wednesday when we're going to be talking with Tim Trulson of Park and Rec. And Dave Efforts is going to be along, is going to help us explain a little bit about the Affordable Health Care Act. That will be nice to know a lot of different facts about that. And that's on Wednesday, so come back then. For Leanne Alt, I'm Betty Johnson. Thanks for joining us.